Welcome to Illinois. Illinois, located in the Midwestern United States, is known as the Prairie State due to its vast grasslands and agricultural heritage. The state is home to Chicago, the third largest city in America, and a major hub for finance, commerce, and transportation. Illinois played a crucial role in American history, serving as the gateway to the western frontier and birthplace of President Abraham Lincoln. The state's economy is diverse, ranging from agriculture and manufacturing to technology and services. With the mighty Mississippi River forming its western border, Illinois offers both natural beauty and urban sophistication. The state is famous for its deep dish pizza, blues music, and iconic architecture including the Willis Tower. Illinois combines rich cultural traditions with modern innovation, making it a significant contributor to American society and economy. The Chicago River is a historic waterway that winds through the heart of downtown, giving visitors one of the best perspectives of the city. Stretching about 156 miles in length, it is divided into three main branches: the North Branch, the main stem, and the South Branch. In the late 19th century, engineers carried out an ambitious project to reverse the flow of the river, protecting Lake Michigan from pollution and creating a world-famous engineering marvel. Today, the Chicago Riverwalk runs for 1.25 miles along its banks, filled with cafes, restaurants, bars, and seating areas where travelers can relax by the water. A stroll along the Riverwalk offers a unique mix of peaceful green spaces, modern architecture, and vibrant city life. Historically, the river served as a major transportation and trade route that fueled Chicago's explosive growth during the 19th century. Once heavily polluted, The waterway has been gradually restored and now stands as a symbol of Chicago's commitment to urban renewal and conservation. One of the most popular activities for tourists is joining an architecture boat tour, which showcases the city's world-renowned skyline from a completely different angle. Every March, crowds gather to watch the river turn a brilliant shade of green in celebration of St. Patrick's Day, a tradition that has lasted for more than 60 years. The event is one of Chicago's most colorful and beloved annual festivals. Beyond its festive spirit, the river is also home to wildlife and ecological projects that reconnect nature with the city. To truly experience Chicago's energy and beauty, explore the Chicago River on foot, by boat, or from the vibrant Riverwalk. Now, before we move on to the next destination, here's a fun question for you. What is the tallest building in Illinois? Comment your guess. Starved Rock State Park is named for a Native American legend about a siege on a 125-foot butte. Later, due to its defensible location, the French built Fort St. Louis there in 1682 to 1683. In 1911, the state of Illinois purchased the site, making it the state's first recreational park. In the 1890s, entrepreneurs built the Starved Rock Hotel, which included a dance hall, concession stand, and natural pool at the base of Starved Rock. The park features St. Peter sandstone formations shaped by glacial meltwater over 14,000 years ago. With over 13 miles of trails, visitors can explore rain-fed waterfalls, sandstone overhangs, and breathtaking viewpoints. The trail system takes visitors to beautiful sandstone canyons with great rock formations, small waterfalls, and gorgeous scenery. A trail along the river offers scenic views from attractions such as Lover's Leap Overlook, Eagle Cliff Overlook, and Beehive Overlook. Outdoor activities include hiking, canoeing, paddleboat cruises, cross-country skiing, trolley rides, fishing, and picnicking. Visitors can stay at the historic Starved Rock Lodge or in one of its cozy cabins. Where academic tradition meets lakefront living, Evanston emerges as a distinctive community that perfectly balances university town charm with suburban sophistication. Bordering Lake Michigan and home to Northwestern University, Evanston's unique beauty and character delights visitors and residents of all ages. The city offers wide sandy beaches, historic mansions on landscape boulevards, the North Shore region serves as a collective haven for arts and culture, featuring scenic stretches of lakefront beaches and lovely historic homes. Evanston is set on the shores of Lake Michigan and is home to 6 public swimming beaches that provide year-round recreational opportunities for residents and visitors. The lakefront parks and biking paths invite residents to enjoy outdoor recreation year-round, complemented by an impressive network of parks, athletic fields, and public green spaces. The varied works of numerous prominent architects and many prominent mansions, especially near the lakefront, gave the town by the 1920s the sobriquet, the City of Homes. With a vision to create the most livable city in America, Evanston celebrates the diversity of its opportunities and residents. The city has developed a reputation for progressive politics and community activism that shapes its civic character. Beyond its beauty, Evanston's culinary scene fills travel itineraries with diverse dining options that reflect the community's cosmopolitan nature. The downtown area buzzes with local businesses, cafes, and cultural venues that create a vibrant urban atmosphere. The city offers coastal vibes alongside art and culture, creating an almost European feel along the American Midwest lakefront. Evanston successfully maintains its identity as both a university town and an independent community with rich cultural offerings. The city's historic preservation efforts showcase architectural treasures that tell the story of its evolution over more than a century. The beautiful lakefront path provides opportunities for walking, biking, running, and more, connecting residents to nature within an urban setting. If you are watching this, please click the subscribe button in the corner of the screen. It's completely free, but means a lot to us. There's something about Lake Michigan that makes you pause in wonder at nature's grandeur, standing before what feels like a freshwater ocean, stretching endlessly toward the horizon. Lake Michigan is sometimes referred to as an inland sea because of its vast size and the ocean-like behavior of its waves and weather patterns. The lake measures 307 miles long and 118 miles across at its widest point, making it truly massive in scale. With an average water depth of 279 feet, the lake holds an incredible volume of fresh water. The lake sits at a mean surface elevation of 579 feet above sea level, creating its own unique weather patterns and microclimate. The formation of Lake Michigan began approximately 1.2 billion years ago, when a mid-continental rift was caused by the separation of two tectonic plates, creating a depression that was later shaped by retreating glaciers. Thousands of years ago, the melting mile-thick glaciers of the Wisconsin Ice Age left the North American continent this magnificent freshwater sea. Evidence of ancestral phases of the Great Lakes and Lake Algoma can be observed as ancient beaches, lake plains, and wave-cut bluffs that lie high above the level of modern Lake Michigan. The world's largest freshwater dunes line the lake shore, with a total shoreline length of 1,638 miles, including islands. Marshes, tall grass prairies, savannas, forests, and sand dunes that can reach several hundred feet provide excellent habitats for all types of wildlife. Lake Michigan's main basin contains cold, clear, nutrient-poor water that provides good habitat for trout, salmon, whitefish, and other cold-water fish. Along with the other Great Lakes, Michigan contains 20% of the world's fresh water. More than 12 million people depend on the lake, including metropolitan Chicago, which uses Lake Michigan for drinking water. The lake experiences seasonal changes that transform its character, from summer's warm beaches to winter's dramatic ice formations. Lake Michigan has a rich maritime history with numerous shipwrecks that still lie beneath the waves, and nearly 46 lighthouses that continue to guide vessels. Founded in December 1892, St. John Cantius Church emerged from the petitions of Polish immigrants in Chicago who were granted approval to establish a parish and build a church they could call their own. Construction began in spring 1893 under architect Adolphus Druiding, with the cornerstone laid and blessed in July, and the basement church completed by Christmas. The church was founded by Polish immigrants to serve the large Polish community that had settled in the area known as expatriate Poland. Built in Neo-Baroque and Neo-Renaissance style, the church's interior has been restored to resemble 18th century Krakow architecture. The church's distinctive 130-foot tower is readily visible from the Kennedy Expressway, making it a prominent landmark. What's really impressive is that it houses a scaled replica of the famous Weizstoss altarpiece from Krakow, connecting the Chicago parish directly to Polish heritage. The church is currently operated by the Canons Regular of St. John Cantius, who work to preserve traditional liturgical practices. The church is renowned for its ornate Baroque architecture, sacred art collection, and traditional church music, including Gregorian chant and orchestral pieces. Millennium Park is a state-of-the-art collection of architecture, landscape design, and art that provides the backdrop for hundreds of free cultural programs. The Lakefront campus, located in the heart of downtown, is home to the iconic Cloudgate statue, interactive fountains, the Millennium Park campus is the heart of Chicago, where locals and visitors alike gather to picnic in the grass and cool off in the fountain. The park is clean, safe, and located right in the city center, featuring famous landmarks like Cloud Gate and interesting fountains and gardens to explore. Visitors will find the amazing J. Pritzker Pavilion for summertime concerts, Lurie Garden for stunning flower displays, and the magical Cloudgate art piece for amazing photos. The park serves as a new kind of town square, a lively, spectacular gathering place that brings together art, nature, and community activities. Families can enjoy interactive water features at Crown Fountain, where children play and cool off during warm weather. The park offers diverse experiences throughout the seasons, from outdoor concerts and festivals in summer to ice skating in winter. Visitors can stroll through peaceful garden areas that provide a tranquil escape from the bustling city atmosphere. The combination of world-class architecture, public art installations, and natural landscapes creates a unique urban oasis. Photography enthusiasts are drawn to the park's striking visual elements and reflective surfaces that capture Chicago's skyline. The park successfully blends cultural programming with recreational activities, making it appealing to people of all ages and interests. Looking for relaxation, entertainment, or artistic inspiration? Find it all amidst the beautiful design of downtown's Millennium Park. Enjoyed summer concerts or winter skating at Millennium Park? Comment 1 if yes, or 2 if not yet. If you're looking for an iconic Chicago experience that combines history, entertainment, and stunning lakefront views, Navy Pier should be at the top of your itinerary. Navy Pier opened to the public in 1916, originally known as the Municipal Pier, and designed by nationally known architect. Navy Pier was initially designed as a cargo and passenger dock, with its dual purpose as a functional dock and recreational space, making it unique from the start. The pier was named to honor Navy veterans of World War I and has served various roles throughout its history. This Chicago landmark, originally a shipping and recreation facility, opened in 1916, now features over 50 acres of parks, restaurants, shops, attractions, and more. It is one of the most visited attractions in the entire Midwest and Chicago's second most visited tourist attraction. The pier's crown jewel, the Centennial Wheel, is a 196-foot-tall Ferris wheel that offers stunning views of Chicago and Lake Michigan. The first Ferris wheel came to Chicago during the World's Columbian Exposition of 1893. Designed to rival the newly completed Eiffel Tower in Paris. The pier truly comes to life in the summer, with fireworks displays, live music, theater, and cruises setting sail daily. The expansive facility offers a wide variety of entertainment, including the Children's Museum, rides and games, restaurants, live events, and great views of Lake Michigan. Navy Pier also hosts Saturday night fireworks, creating spectacular displays over the lake. Visitors can enjoy dining cruises, architectural boat tours, and shopping experiences throughout the year. The Pier serves as both a cultural destination and recreational hub, offering something for visitors of all ages and interests. Drawing crowds for over 100 years, Navy Pier is a must-see on any visit to Chicago. Did you know that Peoria holds the distinction of being Illinois' oldest permanent European settlement? Established in 1691 by French explorer, Peoria is recognized by the Illinois State Archaeological Survey as the oldest continuous European settlement in the state. The area has been inhabited for over 12,000 years, with Native American artifacts and burial mounds showing continuous habitation dating back to 10,000 BC. The city's name comes from the Peoria tribe, with Peoria meaning he comes carrying a pack on his back in their native language. The first American settlers arrived in 1819, and Peoria County was created by the Illinois legislature in 1825, initially stretching all the way to Chicago. Peoria was surveyed and laid out in 1826 by William S. Hamilton, son of Alexander Hamilton, and incorporated as a city in 1844. Beyond its 19th century fame as the world's whiskey capital, Peoria holds a deeper historical importance as the site of Abraham Lincoln's crucial 1854 anti-slavery address, known as the Peoria Speech. The city's strategic location on the Illinois River made it a major trading and shipping center for the agricultural heartland. Peoria became synonymous with heavy machinery when Caterpillar Incorporated established its headquarters there, becoming a global symbol of American industrial strength. The city developed a rich cultural scene featuring opera and ballet companies, a symphony orchestra, and several theater organizations. Modern Peoria has transformed its riverfront into an entertainment district while preserving its historical character and industrial heritage. The phrase, "Will it play in Peoria?" originated here, reflecting the city's reputation as a typical American town, where new ideas were tested. Today, visitors can explore the city's industrial heritage at the Caterpillar Visitors Center, which offers interactive exhibits and equipment simulators. Peoria's history embodies the American Midwest's evolution, from frontier settlement to modern industrial center, while maintaining its cultural identity and historical significance. It frames the city's history as a narrative, making it more compelling. Chicago was founded in the 1830s on land originally inhabited by Native American tribes, with the city's name deriving from a Native American word meaning wild onion. The city's first permanent non-indigenous resident, a free black man from Haiti, who arrived in the 1770s. The Great Chicago Fire of 1871 destroyed much of the city, but became a turning point, leading to innovative rebuilding efforts that transformed Chicago into a modern metropolis. The post-fire reconstruction gave birth to the Chicago School of Architecture, making the city the birthplace of the modern skyscraper and revolutionary urban design. Chicago became a major destination during the Great Migration, when millions of African Americans moved north seeking better opportunities and freedom. This migration brought Southern musical traditions that evolved into the distinctive Chicago blues, transforming American popular music. The city emerged as jazz capital during the early 20th century, fostering innovative musical styles and attracting legendary performers. Chicago's cultural identity was shaped by waves of immigrants from Ireland, Germany, Poland, and Italy, each community contributing to the city's rich cultural tapestry. The 1893 World's Columbian Exposition showcased Chicago as a world-class city and cultural center, attracting millions of visitors globally. The exposition attracted ragtime pianists, who helped establish 20th century popular music styles associated with Chicago. Chicago developed a strong literary tradition, producing writers who captured the essence of industrial American life and urban experiences. The city became known for its distinctive architectural style, food culture, and working-class values that defined the American Midwest. Chicago's history reflects themes of resilience, innovation, and cultural fusion that characterize the American urban experience. The city's cultural contributions to music, architecture, and literature have had lasting impacts on American and global culture. Chicago's story represents the transformation of America from an agricultural nation to an industrial and cultural powerhouse. Oak Park is a welcoming village just west of Chicago, known for its blend of history, culture, and charm. Visitors are immediately drawn to its tree-lined streets and friendly, small-town atmosphere. The village is most famous for its incredible collection of Frank Lloyd Wright homes, including the iconic Unity Temple. Architecture lovers can spend hours exploring prairie school designs that make Oak Park a living museum of early modern architecture. Beyond buildings, Oak Park is filled with leafy parks and green spaces where locals gather for concerts, markets, and festivals. With its open lawns and monuments, it is a favorite spot for both relaxation and community events. The village is also proud to be the birthplace of Ernest Hemingway, whose childhood home has been preserved as a museum. Strolling through the streets, visitors discover cozy cafes, independent shops, and vibrant art galleries. The neighborhood's arts district adds creative energy, with murals and studios welcoming curious travelers. Oak Park's spirit is also defined by its tradition of diversity and inclusivity, which gives the village unique character. Despite its peaceful vibe, it is just a short train ride from downtown Chicago, making it an easy day trip. The combination of urban access and suburban calm makes Oak Park attractive to both residents and visitors. Families appreciate the walkable streets and lively community activities year-round. Finding a rich tapestry of culture, history, and welcoming charm is easy in Oak Park, an unforgettable destination just beyond the city limits. We collect details from various places. If you notice something that's not quite right or want to share more, please leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Rising at the edge of Lake Michigan, a small but striking beacon watches over Chicago's busy shoreline. The Chicago Harbor Lighthouse, built in 1893 for the World's Columbian Exposition, has become a quiet icon of the city. Its cylindrical white tower, capped with a red roof, stands gracefully against the vast blue of the lake. For decades, it guided ships safely into the harbor, a reminder of Chicago's vital role in Great Lakes commerce. The lighthouse was later moved to its current position in 1919, where it continues to mark the entrance to the harbor breakwater. Listed on the National Register of Historic Places, it is admired both for its maritime heritage and picturesque charm. Seen from Navy Pier or a passing boat, the lighthouse adds a timeless touch to Chicago's waterfront scenery. Just west of Chicago lies Naperville, a vibrant suburban city that blends historic charm with modern convenience. Naperville is one of the oldest communities in Illinois, founded in 1831. From those pioneer beginnings, the settlement quickly grew into an agricultural hub, supported by fertile prairie lands and river access. During the 19th century, it developed schools, churches, and civic institutions that reflected the values of a tight-knit frontier town. As the railroads expanded, Naperville became more connected to Chicago, shifting from a rural settlement to a prosperous suburb. Over time, its cultural identity was shaped by waves of immigrants who brought diverse traditions, languages, and crafts. education has always played a central role, with the community investing early in schools and later welcoming institutions of higher learning. Civic pride and volunteerism became cultural cornerstones, influencing local governance and public life. In the 20th century, Naperville balanced modernization with historic preservation, ensuring that its pioneer past remained visible in public memory. Festivals, parades, and cultural events grew into traditions that continue to unite residents across generations. Arts and literature also flourished, with local authors, musicians, and community theaters enriching the cultural landscape. The city became known for its libraries and cultural programs, emphasizing lifelong learning and creativity. Naperville's cultural story is also tied to its commitment to inclusivity, as policies and community efforts encourage diversity and integration. Its population expanded rapidly in the post-war era, but strong planning preserved a sense of identity rooted in heritage. Today, Naperville embodies a blend of Midwestern values and cosmopolitan outlook, shaped by nearly 2 centuries of history. You know how sometimes you hear about universities that just sound impressive from the get-go? Well, Northwestern University is definitely one of those places. On May 31st, 1850, 9 Chicagoans convened in a law office above a hardware store on the northern edge of the city's business district to found a university. The thing that's really interesting is that all 9 were Methodists, yet they deliberately chose to found a secular university. Chief among them were the physician and real estate speculator John Evans, his brother-in-law, the commodities broker Orrington Lunt, and the prominent attorney Grant Goodrich. In 1851, the Illinois General Assembly granted a charter to the trustees of the Northwestern University, making it the first recognized university in Illinois. What's pretty amazing is that given that they had little money, no land, and that only one of the 9 had even attended college, their vision may have seemed a bit overreaching. By 1900, the university was the third largest university in the United States, after Michigan and Harvard, which shows just how successful their ambitious plan turned out to be. More than 8,300 undergraduates study at the university's largest campus in Evanston, and the place has really grown into something special. The university's 3,300 full-time faculty members range from Nobel Prize laureates to Tony Award winners. So you're talking about some seriously impressive talent. Northwestern has become known for some really outstanding programs, especially the renowned Medill School of Journalism to the Bienen School of Music. The university offers everything from patient-focused and research-based medical training through MD program, joint degree programs, graduate medical education to performance arts and beyond. What really sets Northwestern apart is how it combines academic excellence with practical experience. The campus itself sits right on Lake Michigan, giving it this beautiful lakefront setting that makes studying there feel pretty special. The university has managed to maintain that original vision of serving students from across the region while becoming a truly world-class institution. Lincoln Park began as a small public cemetery where victims of cholera and smallpox were buried in shallow lakeside graves. Federally owned land was ceded to Illinois in 1828, and in 1837, the state granted Chicago permission to use the area north of North Avenue for a cemetery. In the 1860s, the city set aside 60 acres as Lake Park, renamed Lincoln Park in 1865 after Lincoln's assassination. Citizens, led by Dr. John Rauch, protested the cemetery's public health threat to ensure the land became usable by the public. Citizen activism led to the creation of Lincoln Park, which now encompasses 1,208 acres along Lake Michigan. The park grew from its original 60-acre cemetery portion to its present size of more than 1,200 acres through many phases. The state created the Lincoln Park Commission in 1869 with authority over lakefront land between North and Diverse Avenues. Workers excavated artificial ponds, mixed clay and manure into the sand, and stabilized the shoreline over the following decades. Lincoln Park Zoo, founded in 1868, became one of the most established zoos in the country, and an enduring park feature. The Lincoln Park Conservatory was completed in 1895 and described as a paradise under glass. It's Chicago's most heavily used park with over 20 million visitors annually, and the city's largest park. The park houses a zoo, arboretum, theater, museums, ponds, and lagoons. This neighborhood offers manicured gardens, a hidden lily pond, historic botanical gardens, and lakefront green space with city views. The Chicago Park District provides recreational activities from dog parks and playgrounds to athletic fields, and a 9-hole golf course. Lincoln Park's journey from a humble cemetery to a cherished public treasure was officially recognized when it was designated a Great Public Space in 2009. Willis Tower, formerly known as the Sears Tower, stands tall in downtown Chicago as a defining symbol of the city's skyline. Completed in 1973, this iconic skyscraper soars approximately 1,450 feet and spans 110 stories. For nearly a quarter century, it held the title of the world's tallest building, a testament to human ambition and architectural innovation. The structure was designed by the renowned firm Skidmore, Owings and Merrill, with chief architect Bruce Graham and structural engineer Fazlur Rahman Khan leading the vision. Its distinctive bundled tube construction not only allowed it to reach great heights, but also gave it a sculptural tiered silhouette admired by architecture lovers. The exterior features sleek black aluminum and bronze-tinted glass that glints in sunlight and shimmers against Chicago's often dramatic skies. One of the tower's most popular attractions is the sky deck on the 103rd floor, where visitors experience breathtaking panoramic views and can even step onto the ledge, glass boxes that extend over the city streets far below. More than a mere office building, Willis Tower occupies a unique place in popular culture, appearing in countless films and TV shows set in Chicago. In 2009, the building's name officially changed to Willis Tower, but many locals still affectionately call it the Sears Tower out of a habit and sentiment. A major refurbishment in recent years has updated the base, adding public spaces, greenery, and modern amenities to make the tower even more inviting. Willis Tower has now become a symbol of development and modernization in Chicago. In the heart of Grant Park stands Buckingham Fountain, one of Chicago's most beloved landmarks. Dedicated in 1927, the fountain was a gift from philanthropist Kate Sturgis Buckingham to honor her brother Clarence. Inspired by the grandeur of the Palace of Versailles, its design symbolizes Lake Michigan, with 4 sets of bronze seahorses representing the states that border it. For decades, the fountain has served as a cultural centerpiece, welcoming visitors with its elegance and scale. At the time of its completion, it was among the largest fountains in the world, showcasing Chicago's ambition and civic pride. Each day, from spring through fall, water shows dazzle the crowds, with jets shooting as high as 150 feet into the air. In the evenings, the fountain transforms with a spectacular display of lights and music, creating a magical atmosphere. Buckingham Fountain is not only a gathering place for locals, but also a backdrop for festivals, concerts, and public celebrations. Its history ties closely to the development of Chicago as a modern city that values both beauty and public space. Designed by architect Edward H. Bennett with sculptures by Marcel Loyot, it embodies the artistry of the Beaux Arts tradition. For generations, the fountain has remained a favorite stop for photographers, tourists, and families alike. More than just a fountain, it is a symbol of Chicago's spirit, generosity, and enduring cultural heritage. To walk through Michigan Avenue is to be greeted by the striking presence of the Tribune Tower. Completed in 1925, this neo-Gothic skyscraper was the winning design of an international competition hosted by the Chicago Tribune. Its ornate crown, flying buttresses, and carved stonework recall the grandeur of European cathedrals. Built with fragments of historic sites from around the world, including the Great Wall of China and the Parthenon, the tower carries a sense of global history. For decades, it served as the headquarters of the Chicago Tribune, shaping the city's role in American journalism. Visitors often pause at its base to admire the embedded stones and the intricate details of its facade. The Tribune Tower's spires, piercing the sky along the magnificent mile, eternally declare Chicago's cultural and architectural ambitions. It began with a photo online. The real thing. Even better, the Baha'i House of Worship in Wilmette rises with gleaming white domes and lace-like ornamentation that seem almost delicate against the sky. Completed in 1953 after decades of dedication, it is the oldest Baha'i temple still standing in the world. It offers a quiet and safe space to go inward and revitalize your sense of purpose in the world. The design blends Eastern and Western motifs, symbolizing unity and harmony among all people. Surrounded by gardens, fountains, and quiet pathways, the temple invites reflection and peace. Inside, the soaring dome and simple hall create an atmosphere of openness, welcoming visitors of every faith. Stretching like a vast green carpet between Michigan Avenue and Lake Michigan, Grant Park unfolds in gentle waves of emerald grass, punctuated by tree-lined pathways and fountains. Originally, Grant Park was underwater, with Michigan Avenue following the original lake shore as shown in maps from 1830. The park is almost as old as Chicago itself, with lakeshore property set aside in the 1830s and established as Lake Park in 1844. The city officially designated the land as a park in 1844, naming it Lake Park with the mandate to remain forever vacant of buildings. In 1901, the City Council changed the name to Grant Park to honor the Civil War general and former president. The strip of sand faced constant erosion challenges, with storm waters reaching Michigan Avenue and sometimes row houses' front doors. In 1887, Montgomery Ward moved his headquarters to Michigan Avenue and began suing to keep the lakefront open, free and clear. Ward began a 20-year legal battle in 1890, withstanding public criticism for preventing construction of the Field Museum and other buildings. In 1909, a Montgomery Ward won his battle, with the Illinois Supreme Court declaring Grant Park forever open, clear, and free. The court ruled that the area east of Michigan Avenue would remain forever open, clear, and free of any buildings or obstruction whatever. Only two existing buildings were allowed to remain: the Chicago Public Library and the Art Institute of Chicago. Grant Park's centerpiece became the Clarence Buckingham Memorial Fountain, built in 1927 as a monumental focal point. Northfield began as a Native American settlement before mid-1800s settlers arrived. The village was incorporated in 1926 with John Happ's grandson as first village president. Originally named Wauboon, meaning dawn, locals had changed it to Northfield in 1929. Today, it's a quiet North Shore residential community attracting families who value small-town atmosphere. It all begins with a walk into Garfield Park, one of Chicago's grandest green spaces. Designed in the 1870s by famed landscape architect William LeBaron Jenney, the park was part of the city's ambitious West Park system. Spanning nearly 185 acres, it was envisioned as both a retreat for city residents and a showcase of natural beauty. Wide lawns, lagoons, and winding pathways make it an oasis for relaxation and recreation. At the heart of the park stands the Garfield Park Conservatory, often called a landscape under glass, which opened in 1908. This glasshouse, designed by Jens Jensen, is one of the largest and most stunning conservatories in the United States. Inside, visitors wander through lush tropical palms, desert cacti, and rare flowers that bloom year-round. The conservatory reflects Jensen's philosophy of harmonizing natural landscapes with architectural design. Beyond the conservatory, The park has long been a gathering place for cultural festivals, concerts, and community events. It has also played a role in Chicago's history, serving as a site of both celebration and resilience. The park embodies the city's dedication to green space, art, and public life. The Adler Planetarium shines on the shore of Lake Michigan as America's very first planetarium. Opened in 1930, it was a gift from Chicago businessman Max Adler, who wanted to bring the wonders of the sky to the public. Its striking Art Deco design makes it a landmark on the city's museum campus. Inside, visitors can journey through immersive sky shows that recreate the night sky and even distant galaxy. The museum also houses historic scientific instruments, telescopes, and one of the largest collections of astrolabes in the world. Beyond the exhibits, the Adler offers stunning views of the Chicago skyline from its lakefront steps. A visit here blends science, history, and beauty in a way few places can match. Northbrook has grown into one of Chicago's North Shore communities, best known for its outstanding golf scene. The area's roots stretch back to the 19th century, when farms and brickyards defined daily life before the suburb began to expand. Over time, wide stretches of open land were transformed into lush fairways, turning Northbrook into a destination for golfers across the region. The village is home to several acclaimed courses, both public and private, that attract everyone from beginners to seasoned players. Rolling greens, tree-lined fairways, and challenging layouts reflect the community's pride in maintaining beautiful recreational spaces. Beyond competition, the courses serve as gathering places for families, neighbors, and local tournaments that build community spirit. Many residents see the golf lifestyle as part of what makes Northbrook distinctive among Chicago's northern suburbs. Its proximity to the city means players can enjoy a day on the course without traveling far from downtown. The presence of golf also shapes the village's identity, blending leisure, sport, and landscape into daily life. In Northbrook, the rhythm of suburban growth has always moved in step with the game played on its greens. Get ready for unforgettable encounters with belugas and bluegills, sea stars, and so many more animals from aquatic environments around the world. The Shed Aquarium in Chicago has been inspiring curiosity since it first opened in 1930. Its vast exhibits bring together freshwater, marine, and even rainforest habitats under one roof. Visitors can watch playful dolphins leap, penguins waddle, and colorful coral reef fish dart through shimmering waters. The Caribbean Reef, a circular tank at the heart of the aquarium, has been a favorite for generations. Beyond entertainment, Shed is also a leader in research and conservation, helping protect endangered species and fragile ecosystems. Families love the hands-on exhibits that let children get closer to sea life. Shed Aquarium is a journey across the globe's waters without ever leaving Chicago. There are so many reasons to love Humboldt Park, from its rich Puerto Rican roots, to its historic namesake park, to the neighborhood's bustling cultural corridor. Humboldt Park has long been synonymous with the Puerto Rican community, with Puerto Ricans starting to move into the area in the early 1950s. The neighborhood is now home to the oldest Puerto Rican community in Chicago and serves as the only official Puerto Rican cultural district in the United States. Between 1950 to 1965, Puerto Ricans began migrating to Humboldt Park in large numbers after being displaced from previous neighborhoods farther north due to gentrification. The 1966 Division Street riots marked the beginning of Puerto Rican political consciousness in Humboldt Park in Chicago. Many social, political, economic, and educational institutions were founded after the riots, including the Puerto Rican Cultural Center. Perched along the Mississippi River, Alton was a city that blends river heritage with small-town charm. Founded in the early 19th century, it quickly grew as a river port and industrial hub. The city played a significant role during the Civil War era, serving as the site of a Union prison for Confederate soldiers. One of Alton's most enduring stories is that of Robert Wadlow, the world's tallest man, whose statue stands proudly in town. Alton is celebrated for its scenic bluffs, which rise dramatically above the Mississippi and attract travelers year-round. In autumn, the Great River Road becomes a canvas of color, drawing crowds for scenic drives. Its riverfront district today is filled with cafes, antique shops, and spaces for festivals and markets. Willowbrook Village offers a charming escape, where tree-lined streets and peaceful neighborhoods create the perfect setting for relaxation and recreation. The crown jewel is the Memorial Community Park, containing ball fields, volleyball, and basketball courts, and a playground that invite families to gather and enjoy outdoor activities. With 10 beautifully maintained park sites spanning over 56 acres, visitors can explore diverse recreational opportunities throughout this welcoming community. Midway Park provides a family-friendly recreational facility with scenic surroundings and well-maintained grounds that offer a peaceful retreat from the hustle and bustle of daily life. The village's Parks and Recreation Department creates year-round programming that brings the community together through seasonal events and activities. Willowbrook Village offers abundant green spaces, perfect for everything from active recreation to quiet contemplation. The community blends small-town charm with modern amenities to ensure a comfortable experience. Enjoy a unique atmosphere where classic charm meets modern convenience. In the mid-1800s, Galena rose to prominence as one of the nation's leading lead mining towns. Its name even derived from the Latin word for lead ore. With its location along the Galena River, the city became a bustling river port before the Mississippi silted and trade declined. During its peak, Galena was larger than Chicago and a hub for commerce, politics, and social life in Illinois. The town's historic wealth is reflected in the elegant brick mansions and ornate churches that still stand today. More than 80% of the downtown is protected as a National Historic District, making a simple walk feel like stepping back in time. The town's connection to the Civil War adds depth to its cultural identity, as many of its residents played roles in shaping national history. Today, Galena's cultural life thrives with art galleries, craft shops, and local theaters set in 19th century buildings. The Galena River, once busy with steamboats, now curves peacefully through the valley, adding charm to the historic setting. In autumn, the surrounding hills explode in red and gold, turning the town into one of the Midwest's most photographed destinations. Winter brings a quieter magic, with snow-covered roofs and slopes for skiing nearby. Throughout the year, the balance of history and natural beauty makes Galena both a living museum and a refreshing retreat. Joliet Correctional Center opened in 1858 as Illinois State Penitentiary and operated until its closure in 2002. The prison was built with convict labor, using limestone quarried on site, with the first 33 inmates arriving from Alton in May 1858. Both criminals and prisoners of war were confined there during the Civil War, and by 1872 the population had reached 1,239 inmates. Notable inmates included Nathan Leopold and Richard Loeb in 1924, who were given life sentences for what was called the crime of the century. Babyface Nelson was released from Joliet Prison in 1933, adding to its reputation for housing notorious criminals. The prison was slow to modernize, with no running water or toilets in cells as late as 1910. Joliet Correctional Center closed in 2002 due to budget cuts and the obsolete and dangerous nature of the buildings. Since 2018, the Joliet Area Historical Museum has offered tours of the facility, which was listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 2023. In the heart of Chicago's Lower West Side lies Pilsen, a neighborhood shaped by waves of immigrants and cultural change. Its earliest settlers were Irish and German workers in the 1840s who built the Illinois and Michigan Canal. By the 1870s, factory and railroad jobs drew many Bohemian immigrants, who gave the district its name after the city of Pilsen. Czech influence remained strong for decades, seen in businesses, churches, and community traditions. Murals and public art flourished, including a groundbreaking anti-Vietnam War mural in 1968. Today, Pilsen remains a vibrant hub of Latino heritage and artistic expression. Waves crash gently against stone revetments, while wide lawns roll toward the blue expanse of Lake Michigan at Promontory Point. This man-made peninsula, built in the 1930s from landfill and limestone, juts out from Burnham Park on Chicago's south side. It was designed by landscape architect Alfred Caldwell, who shaped the point with prairie-style ideals that blend natural beauty with human craftsmanship. The limestone steps that circle the shoreline have long been a gathering place for swimmers, anglers, and couples watching the skyline. During World War II, the park's fieldhouse and open lawns were used for military training, tying the point to the nation's wartime history. In the 1960s and 1970s, the site became a stage for civic activism, as residents fought to preserve its historic limestone revetments from replacement. Architecturally, the small stone fieldhouse reflects the Works Progress Administration style, a reminder of Depression-era public works. Geographically, the point offers one of the most dramatic views of both downtown Chicago and the vast lake horizon. It has also been a space of cultural gathering, from jazz concerts to community picnics. University of Chicago students and Hyde Park residents consider it a local landmark, woven into everyday life. The peninsula's open lawns host weddings, festivals, and countless informal celebrations. Its blend of natural scenery, historical resonance, and cultural memory makes Promontory Point an enduring part of Chicago's lakefront identity. When you think of charming Chicago suburbs, Arlington Heights should definitely be on your list. Just northwest of Chicago lies Arlington Heights, a suburb known for its calm setting and easy access to the city. Its story began in the 1850s with the arrival of the railroad, which linked the prairie community to the metropolis. Early German settlers turned open land into farms, leaving traces of their heritage in architecture and street names. For decades, Arlington Park brought worldwide fame through its horse racing and the celebrated Arlington Million. Families have long been drawn here for tree-lined streets, excellent schools, and a close-knit sense of community. Downtown buzzes with restaurants, shops, and the Metropolis Performing Arts Center, where concerts and plays enliven village life. The library stands out as a true cultural hub, offering one of the region's most impressive collections and countless public programs. Multiple train stations connect residents to Chicago in under an hour, making commuting easy. Parks and recreation areas provide everything from walking trails to sports fields filled with weekend activity. The village balances respect for its historic roots with modern conveniences that make daily life comfortable. Experience the best of both worlds in Arlington Heights, a community where rich traditions and cultural energy meet the warmth of suburban life. If you're looking for a charming riverside community where history and modern life blend seamlessly, let me tell you about Chillicothe. Located just north of Peoria, it offers small-town charm with access to urban conveniences. Its name comes from the Chillicothe sect of the Shawnee Nation, reflecting deep Native American roots. Downtown holds tree-lined streets, local shops, and a proud, historic district. Each year, the Summer Camp Music Festival at Three Sisters Park draws thousands for days of outdoor performances. The Illinois River adds opportunities for fishing, boating, and wildlife watching. What makes North Avenue Beach remarkable is not only its design, but also the way it embodies Chicago's spirit of lakefront living. This stretch of sand along Lake Michigan is one of the city's most popular spots, welcoming millions each year. The beach's crown jewel is the iconic North Avenue Beach House, an ocean liner-inspired building that looks like a massive ship permanently docked along the shore. Its highlight is the North Avenue Beach House, built to resemble a grand ocean liner permanently docked on shore. Dedicated in 2000, the structure spans 22,000 square feet and offers changing rooms, dining spaces, and sweeping decks with skyline views. The second-floor deck features portholes that frame some of the best perspectives of Chicago. The beach is part of the larger Lincoln Park system, seamlessly connected to the city's lakefront trail network. Volleyball courts, sandy expanses, and clear waters make it a favorite for both athletes and families. The beach also offers a rare vantage point of downtown, showcasing the skyline from a dramatic lakeside angle. Year-round, runners, cyclists, and walkers use the lakefront paths that surround the area. Located on Chicago's museum campus, it houses over 40 million artifacts and specimens that span billions of years. Its origins date back to the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition, when philanthropist Marshall Field funded the creation of a permanent museum. In 1921, the museum opened its grand neoclassical building along Lake Michigan, offering visitors a space as awe-inspiring as its collections. Among its most famous treasures is SUE the T-Rex, the largest and most complete Tyrannosaurus Rex ever discovered. Dinosaur fossils fill the halls, but the museum also immerses guests in the world of Egyptian mummies and the legendary man-eating lions of Tsavo. Behind the galleries, more than 150 scientists and conservators advance research in fields from anthropology to climate science. Each year, millions of visitors step inside to travel through deep time and across continents. A bustling hub where ancient traditions seamlessly blend with contemporary energy, Chicago's Chinatown stands as one of the most dynamic cultural enclaves in the United States. Its roots trace back to 1869, when Chinese workers arrived in Chicago after the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad. The first Chinatown grew along Clark Street in the late 19th century, before moving to Kermack Road in 1912. In the 1920s, community leaders built a striking structure with pagoda towers, giving the neighborhood its iconic Chinese architectural identity. Today, over 20,000 residents and hundreds of businesses make Chinatown a center of Chinese American life in the Midwest. Distinctive red gates, dragon motifs, and authentic cuisine welcome visitors into a world of cultural richness. Festivals and traditions continue to be celebrated, keeping ties to heritage strong across generations. Recently, Chinatown was named a state-designated cultural district, honoring its importance to Illinois. Unlike many others across the country, Chicago's Chinatown thrives where others have declined. The Shawnee National Forest stretches across the southern tip of Illinois, where rolling hills and sandstone cliffs create landscapes unlike anywhere else in the state. Formed during the Great Depression, it was established in 1939 to restore farmlands and preserve natural beauty. The forest's most famous area is the Garden of the Gods, where dramatic rock formations rise above sweeping vistas. Hiking trails, waterfalls, and hidden caves make it a paradise for outdoor lovers year-round. Rich in biodiversity and cultural history, the Shawnee is one of Illinois' most treasured natural escapes. Step into northern Illinois and you'll find Rockford, a city shaped by both industry and culture. Founded in the 1830s along the Rock River, it grew from a modest settlement called Midway into a vital regional hub. Its location between Lake Michigan and the Mississippi gave it strategic importance. By the late 19th century, it was known for machinery, hardware, and furniture manufacturing. Over time, waves of immigrants added depth to its culture, giving the city a character that feels both hardworking and diverse. While industry defined its past, Rockford today balances that legacy with a focus on the arts, education, and community life. Historic buildings stand beside modern developments, reflecting a city that has adapted without losing its roots. Festivals, cultural events, and a strong creative spirit highlight its ongoing transformation. Walking through downtown, you can feel the blend of history and resilience that defines Rockford. To walk through the Morton Arboretum is to step into a living museum of trees and landscapes from around the world. Founded in 1922 by Joy Morton, it was created to inspire appreciation and conservation of trees. The Arboretum spans more than 1,000 acres, with woodlands, wetlands, and carefully designed collections that showcase global biodiversity. Seasonal changes bring new beauty, from spring blossom to brilliant autumn foliage and quiet winter trails. Education and research are at its core, with programs that connect people of all ages to the natural world. Art installations and events throughout the year make the Arboretum both a cultural and ecological treasure. Built in the 1920s, Soldier Field was dedicated to the American soldiers who fought in World War I and has since become one of Chicago's most storied landmarks. The stadium originally featured a classical design with grand colonnades, reflecting the city's desire to honor sacrifice with dignity. Over the decades, it hosted not only football games but also political rallies, concerts, and historic events. In 1971, it became the home of the Chicago Bears, further cementing its place in sports history. A major renovation in 2003 modernized the facility while sparking debate about preserving its historic character. With a capacity of more than 60,000, it continues to welcome fans for NFL games, soccer matches, and large-scale entertainment. Its location on the lakefront within Chicago's museum campus makes Soldier Field both a functional stadium and a civic landmark. Ogden Park is a historic green space on Chicago's South Side, offering wide fields, walking paths, and community facilities. Established in the early 1900s as part of the city's neighborhood park system, it was designed to provide recreation and fresh air for working-class families. The park became a cultural hub, hosting sports, gatherings, and events that reflected the life of the surrounding community. Ogden Park embodies the city's commitment to building public spaces that unite and define neighborhoods. Our journey may be ending, but the lesson is clear. Illinois defies expectations. Its unique character, forged in the vibrant city streets and quiet town squares, offers far more than meets the eye. Its history runs deep, yet its spirit feels fresh and ever-changing. Culture, nature, and community weave together to create experiences that are both familiar and surprising. Every visit reveals new layers of beauty and meaning. Who knows what hidden corner might capture your heart next time? Isn't it exciting to think about where your next discovery might be?